like when you're young, your friends are all like thrown off, like not doing anything. So it's tough to kind of focus and like let them, do what they're doing, and you just focus on
Oh, 100%.
making that income that'll set you up free for the rest of your life. I mean,
Yeah, it was a
we've
bit
done.
easier. It was a bit easier for me because I didn't go to college traditionally. So, all my friends were in college and I didn't have a lot of distractions that way. So it made sense for me to go in at 19, without going through traditional college.
Yeah, I went to HCC, and then I went to UH for 1 year, and I was like, dude, I'm making more money than like my professor, so I'm just gonna bounce.
Yeah, that's the big surprise
There's just no point.
to find for sure. There's a lot of money to be made in the apartment locating niche in itself. So, definitely a lot of opportunity here for sure. And I'm curious, do any of you guys do resale? Because I hate resale, but I want to hear your opinions on it.
Like selling homes.
Yeah, like resale properties, so not necessarily new homes, but older homes where there's a listing agent, you're the buyer agent,
Right.
that sort of thing. What are your
I actually I got an offer on my condo today, but I got an offer on my condo today. I'm gonna sell it. That's kind of cool. But no, I don't do home sales. My mother does, and dude, it's a bitch. Like she's in vacation in Cancun, and she's like, "Hey, Spence, can you meet my client in Pearland? We need to do a final walkthrough and get the keys for the title company." And I was like, "Okay, sure, dude. I have to drive like an hour and a half, and driving on these Texas roads is dangerous, man. Like you're going 80 miles a freaking hour." And
yeah
then you have to go and physically do all this shit and then go back home another hour and a half and do all this paperwork. Dude, I would never do that shit. Not if I could do apartments where I'm just sending lists. And yeah, I mean, I tour, but it's a lot more stress free. You don't usually drive out to Pearland or like drive out to like these like super far out places. I mean, it was a terrible experience. I was just like, I couldn't do that every day. Like, that is way too much work.
yeah
I do both, and I don't like it though. I don't. I don't like to. I've been doing both, Pierre and Spencer, as I think you guys both know. But I don't love home sales. I just don't. But it's always hard to turn away commissions. I mean, just to give
Yeah.
you like in
yeah
the last week, just off the top of my head, I had a $6,000 rental lead in Chicago that I sent to my brother, who also does. He's like me, does a mix of sales and apartment locating. He showed, and it's escort, as you guys know in Chicago, as I was talking about earlier.
hmm
Oh,
It's,
really?
but he showed him four properties. This guy filled out an application. So he spent 4 hours with the guy. He doesn't have to worry about the application. He doesn't have to worry about the credit check,
Yeah.
all that, right? He's done in 4 hours, right? And the building is paying between 100% and 150%. So we're talking 6 to 9 grand.
right.
And the two sales I'm working on, we had one where actually my wife took the clients because she's newly licensed.
Nice, congrats.
Thank you. And she doesn't want to, her first client, she doesn't want to do sales ever again. She wants to do only locating.
That's typical.
No,
Yeah, typical.
List price 509,
that's
16
good.
offers. We got it under contract for 550, and then we're 2 weeks into it, and the buyer backs out because he doesn't like the
No.
inspection.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
first
that's good.
experience in real estate. A similar thing happened to me as well, which was really depressing because I just quit my job as a personal banker. So it was very tough to spend a lot of time with a client finally. They gave me the time of day and then they backed out. They wanted to build their credit score.
Mm,
Devastating.
Jeez.
It's no one tells you about that stuff when you get your license and you want to be a realtor, right? They don't tell you about, oh well, it's going to take 60 days to close, and they got to go through the inspection and the appraisal. And now this market, as you guys see in Texas and it's happening in Florida, there's appraisal waivers and just crazy stuff, and it's like, it's, I wouldn't say turn away business, especially your renters that are, buyers a year from now, 2 years from now. But, maybe it's, if you don't want to do it, find a good referral source, right?
Right,
And
right, right. And pass them on.
pass them on and make, 25% or 35%, whatever you can make.
Exactly. Pierre, you have some pretty good topics that you want to go over. I think we should go over those because you had some pretty good lists. We started this a little bit late. We'll probably wrap this up at 7:30 unless you guys want to go longer. But I like the questions that you had, and you're an absolute pro. You've been doing it for 7 years, so let's hear it.
No, I appreciate that, man. Let me get this thing going. I just copied your link here. Let me send an email through my CRM so we can get some more people on here. So I just grabbed your link. I'm going to send over that email. And I am actually recording this through the third-party software I'm using,
Cool.
which is cool. It's called Club Deck, by the way. If you guys want to use Clubhouse on your laptop, you just download Club Deck. It's free, and it'll let you record sessions. I'll send everyone, whoever wants the recording of this, I'll have access to that as well. I'll let you guys know when I'm done. I'm just going to send out a quick email.
So Spencer, how did your trip end up in Mexico?
Great trip. Great trip.
I've been trying to go to Cancun. Did you guys visit Cancun at all?
No.
Well, shoot.
Last time I went to Cancun, I don't remember it.
What did you say? A couple drinks? What was that?
Yeah, I had a couple drinks, I said, the last time I was in Cancun.
I see.
That is a party city.
So is South Beach, man. It was way more laid back where we hung out by Lauderdale, John.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool.
For sure. Yeah, man, that was an awesome surprise when you came down here.
It was cool, right? Yeah, it was fun meeting a bunch of people from the group.
You know what? I met Alex like a week later, too, because I hadn't met him yet.
Me too. I met him right before I met you when I was out in Florida. Alex is great, by the way, dude. He's doing crazy numbers. He's so modest about it. He'll never let anyone know, but he's doing great with apartment locating out there, even with the escort.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Hey there.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Absolutely. I can
How are
hear
you?
you loud and clear.
Hey, I love you guys. You guys are the best, man.
You're
You're
the best.
hilarious.
We would be nothing without your trust and attention, so we all appreciate you.
No, I love you guys. You guys make me want to do better over here in Houston.
Yeah.
How has business been, man?
Houston is
Miss-
great. What I focus on is a lot of the second chance stuff, but I do love it. So,
Okay, and it's Kesia or Kezia?
Kesia.
Guess
Kesia. Que bueno. Wow. Excellent. So Kesia is doing second chance leasing. I mean, what is that like? That sounds like an uphill battle, but
You know what?
if you
It's
can
not
dominate
so
that
much.
niche, you're good.
You know what? I love it because it's paid my bills for the past almost 4 years. So
Sheesh.
if they have if it's over a year, if the issue is over a year and their income is over 3,000, 4,000, we're good. We can help them.
Really? Why is
Yes,
that?
absolutely.
Why does it make a difference that it's over a year? And what exactly needs to be over a year? Like a felony or just like a broken
Well,
lease?
no, not a felony. No. If it's a eviction or broken lease, most of the properties that I work with, if it's over a year, as far as the broken lease or eviction, they will approve them if they have the income. So their
Really?
income has to be 3 times the rent, sometimes 3 times the market rent.
Mm.
And and then we can definitely get them a place. That's as far as Houston is concerned.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one to send
I
people
love
to?
Finger. I love Finger. Finger companies
Oh,
are the best.
really? They work
Yes,
with that
Finger is
shit?
the best. And then
Dude, no
we have
way.
some random ones that we find out of the newly built. If they're not really, if they're not occupied 100%, if they're
Mhm.
brand new, a lot of them are very flexible as far as working with low credit, broken leases, and things like that. So
Wow.
yeah.
This is good to know because, we usually get some pretty good clients, right? I mean, like our brand just gets some pretty solid leads, but there's always going to be some people in the mix that have a random issue. So, I mean, that's good to know that if it's over a year old, that they actually have a chance. What does Finger Companies do that ZRS or Graystar doesn't do? Why are they
Okay,
different
so
and
the
allow that?
reason why I love Finger Company, Spencer, is because they are very locator friendly. They're locator
They
friendly.
are.
Number
They pay
one.
fast.
I mean, I know for a fact if I call them and I say I'm sending you this person, I know that my name will be on there. I don't
Really?
have to worry
Okay.
about it. I'm not gonna have an issue at all ever. I've never had an issue with them in almost 4 years.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
Right. So finger companies, if the credit is low, if it's like 400, 500, they really don't care. As long as the person has the income. If their income is 3.5 times the rent, they will approve them. They will have an apartment. They might have to pay an additional deposit.
Yeah, that's the thing, huh? It's usually, what is it? Is it a full month of base rent as a deposit?
Yeah, it depends. It depends. So the best case scenario is a double deposit, right? So if the deposit is 300, you have to pay an additional 300. The worst case scenario, 2 months rent, right? So that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like that sometimes because, typically, even if the client is super qualified, it's like, now they have every option in the whole city. So, even though obviously working super qualified clients is very nice, they usually don't get denied. When you do the second chance, it's almost like you have a smaller list of options that will even work. So it translates into less work really for the locator. Do you see that too?
You know what? Well, I really do trust Finger Company. I'm like 100% for them. Like I love Greystar because Greystar is good in the fact that, let's say the person can't find my name online to put my name online on Greystar. If I do call them, they say to me, you know what, Kessia, don't worry about it. Just have them send me a text or an email saying that you did send them.
Nice.
They'll take care of it. Yeah, but Finger is just very locator friendly. That's the way they're set up.
That's awesome.
That,
Because
you know what?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they also do get commission as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, they might get a couple hundred.
I like when the leasing staff get commissioned. Then they have an incentive to really help you close.
Yeah, so what they do is that they text me and they go, hey, Kessia, we have a few apartments we have on special right now. Can you send me some people? We have a 2-bedroom for 1,100. Can you send me some people? And I work really hard to send them people. And I know they're going to make sure my name is on there because that's my main thing. I want my name on there so I can get paid.
Yeah,
Um,
and when they're really friendly like that with locators, what I would do is I would ask them to send me any kind of videos that they take for their marketing, and they'll share those unit walkthroughs with you really quickly, so then you can use that for your marketing. You know what I mean?
yes, they do. Since last year, 2020, I have found that it's super easy to get the staff to email me photos of the properties or to even call the clients and do a FaceTime tour with them. That's been super easy to do lately since 2020.
I use FaceTime a lot and videos a lot in my
Yeah.
business. Very valuable.
You know what? I've got a question just to touch on this low credit thing because this is just something that most locators don't know, and if they do figure out, they have to figure it out the hard way. They have to call a bunch of random apartments. They're on apartment data services, like finding all the low income communities, and when they find them, it's still like a whole new discovery. They're like, okay, is this one gonna pay? Is this one good? What's the management like? So for you, when you're getting these clients with credit issues or income, the second chance, right? I got these two questions. One, is it easier to work with a client who has low credit because they're not from this country and their credit is low, or is it just as easy to work with clients who have bad credit because they're not good with their finances? And the other
Okay.
question would be, what's the second best management to work with other than Finger? Because I think Finger is good because they're smaller.
Yeah, Finger is good, Spencer, because they're local. They're Houston based, so they are truly case by case.
Mm.
Um, yeah. So as far as not being from this country, I've found that Greystar and I think Caria Management is also good with that if the client has a bank account and they have steady income. If they have steady income, a bank account and a job, and then they might be able to get approved through Greystar or Caria Management.
Okay. Real quick, which is one that Caria manages, just so I can try to run. I've seen them, but does a property of theirs come to mind?
Well, if the person is looking for something nice, they might not want to go to Caria, right? Because it's not going to be something like really beautiful, nice, upscale. You know what I mean? So it just depends where they want to be and what side of town. So if they're flexible, like I just need a roof over my head type of thing,
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want a roof over my head. They'll be okay with that career management. Now, if they want something more luxury and they have more money and they've been here for a couple of months
Mhm.
and they have an ITIN number and they have a bank account that they have for 3, 4, 5 months and they
Yeah.
have income that they can prove, Greystar is good because Greystar does work with people that don't have papers in this country. They
Yeah.
do it.
And then they need the ITIN is very important for that case,
Right.
right?
Right.
And ITIN is the International Tax Identification Number. So you get that by applying, right? If you're foreign,
Right. Yes.
so it counts kind of like it'll substitute like a social if they don't have a social.
Right.
ITIN
Absolutely.
I-4.
Absolutely. It
Yeah.
does.
That's
But
clutch.
Yeah, but I found that the apartments really don't care if you're legal or not legal. They just want to make sure that you pay for the rent every month. So if you
Yep.
have a bank account that you deposit money into and you can prove it, I mean, in my experience, Greystar is great for that. But a lot of people that come into this country, they don't have 1,100 for a one bedroom to pay a month.
Right. What do you
So
see?
that's the problem. That's the problem.
What do you see with the bank statement requirements? Is it usually just 1 month back or 3 months back?
No, they want to see 3 months.
Okay, 3 months.
Yeah, I want to see 3 months. Or if they don't have a bank statement, some of the people that do like Uber Eats and things like that, they want to see deposits into Cash App and things like that for at least 3 months.
Yeah, same here in Austin. So that's
Yeah.
same.
This is so like foreign to me because I've never even had to like worry about a client not having a bank account for like 3 months. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Like people don't have bank accounts?
No, but some of these, you'll be surprised, Spencer. Some of these people that are from like Venezuela, Colombia, they're rich. They
Yeah.
do have a lot of money. They just don't have papers. So if
Straight
they
up.
can prove to you that they have the money deposited in the bank, they'll get approved.
Oh, that's why the bank account would be so new, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
I was just like, wait, what the heck? Okay, well, cool. No, that's so awesome they have those options. My parents live in Katy, and yeah, there's a lot of Venezuelans there, and
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Katie's full of Venezuelans.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it there. It's so cool. Well, yeah, man, and we get some of those leads, so maybe in the future we could work together on taking care of these leads. Like, if some of my agents can't help them, maybe we'll pass them to you. We can figure something out because we get
Yeah. I'm
those
gonna send you my
leads.
resume. I'm gonna send you my resume this week.
Cool, man.
I told you I was.
Hey, I'm hiring, so shoot it over. Shoot it over.
I will.
I used to do blanket leases for foreign companies too, because a lot of them are very profitable. The companies that are totally foreign, and when they're moving into the States, that's where you can help their employees get housing and just lease several units at once. Even with an I-10, just an I-10.
And that form is the I-10. It's the I-10 form.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let my agents know.
It's the international tax identification number that'll substitute as Social Security because they're foreign.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Right.
it's just
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good for agents to know this type of stuff so that you sound smart when you're speaking with your client. Because the worst thing is to sound like you don't know shit. And
I think that's
you have to really explain that.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that'll help you become a better locator, I think, and close better is just sounding good over the phone, competent. That's a huge, huge thing on how the closings you'll do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's so hard to like teach. Just like to like be smooth, bro. I don't know how to teach that, but that's helped me out so many times because they really pick up your vibe. And if they sense any weakness or any like,
Yep.
any weakness in like your knowledge or your personality or your confidence or anything, they're gonna just like not want to work with you. You get that one shot, that first call to like really like lay it on the line, be like, yo, I'm the shit, I got you. Like you have to really let it in. And if they don't get those like vibes, they're like, this dude's a scrub. Next.
Yeah, and that's in any sales industry, not just real estate, but when you're working with an agent that's going to help you broker anything, it's very important to come off as competent. It's true within several industries spread out, not just real estate, but definitely very important to come off competent.
Well, you need to know the area, whatever area you're trying to
and that
work in, the area and the buildings. And I think that's where a lot of real estate agents, locators, what have you, they fail in the beginning because they don't know the areas.
So what I did, I was really, really bad with directions and area when I first started, but I was still able to top produce because what I would do is whenever someone would bring up an apartment complex, I would just really, really quickly bring it up on my database, zoom in on the maps, and just start talking about streets and highways like I knew what I was talking about when I really did it.
Exactly. Well, you fake it till you make it.
Love
right?
it. Whatever it takes. But I agree. Like when I worked, my first brokerage was with Nino Properties, and they got this Exxon Mobil deal back in 2014 where Exxon like relocated to the Woodlands. They built that campus. And I didn't know the Woodlands, bro. I lived in Katy. So that was tough. That was tough. Now that I live in the city and I've been living here for like years, I know all the stupid cafes and all the dumb hipster shops that my clients want to like know, and being able to wax poetic on that neighborhood vibe people, it builds trust. They're like, okay, this dude's a freaking like local. Like he goes to these coffee shops and shit, and he knows about Herman Park and the Red Line and
Yep.
Allen Parkway is the best park. Like you have to know that, and you can only know that by like spending time in the city.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
So Spencer, you're the only one that can call people up, so you can call up Marissa
cool.
and Andrew if they
All
want.
right, yeah, I'll invite. I feel like I've seen Marissa on Instagram or on YouTube somewhere.
Marissa's got a great Insta page. I follow.
Oh, really?
Her. Yeah, she really does.
That's cool. I invited them all.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, if they want to. There she is.
No, here, speaking of the angel herself.
Yeah, Marissa, I follow your page, even though I'm in Chicago and Florida. I like a lot of stuff that you post.
Too.
Hey, Marissa.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
How are y'all? I didn't hear y'all. Y'all broke up. I'm sorry.
I said, what's up, real estate duck hunter?
Nothing much. Just hunting ducks right now. Have some clients send me some messages on Facebook. So
responding to them nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. How many deals did you close last month?
Ooh, I don't know, because I did a whole bunch of corporate leases. So
I love
leases. Deals I've closed lately.
Like 10 or like 20?
It was a lot with that group. They did over 15.
Sheesh! What? You closed 15 deals last month? Holy shit!
Yeah,
they did a whole bunch. It was crazy, and then they had like a whole little crazy situation. So I'm traumatized from corporate leases. But
wait a second. So you leased 15 units that you're getting paid 100% on?
Yes, but there's this one property in Houston. Oh my god, he is being an absolute nightmare. He owes me like $20,000, and he's just horrible. So,
is Marissa, that the property? I think it is. That's the village property, Marissa.
Yes. Oh my god.
They not want to pay you, girl.
No, okay. So I sent over 20 people to that property. So he owes me still like $20,000. And after everybody moved in, he's like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna pay in 90 days." I was like, "Okay, that's fine." 90 days passed. He's not wanting to pay. He just had excuses after excuses. I'm like, "So you let me fill up your property, and then now you don't want to pay."
What is the property called?
The Village at Bel Air. So
because they promised, right? If you send us 3 people, we'll give you 150%. So now they don't want to pay you.
So he was paying at first, but when I sent over all those clients at one time, I think he was like, "Oh, I got to pay all this money to her." So
how did you get that many clients? Like what exactly? Because I think this is what Pierre teaches, right? The corporate leasing.
Yeah, the blanket leases. Was it a blanket lease that you did, Marissa, with the corporate? You did a blanket lease, like all at once, same property?
No, it was just different people.
I see.
So some people found me on Clubhouse, and then they just referred people to me, and they referred people, and it just kept on going. So I still have referrals from people coming in, but I'm like, I'm kind of traumatized right now. So let me get over my trauma, and then maybe I'll do some corporate leases again.
Have they paid any of it yet?
He's paid some of my old clients. So like before I did the corporate leases, I still had sent like 15 people over there just in the past. So he's paid about half of those. So he still owes me some from 2020, but he hasn't paid any of my corporate clients. No.
Well, $20,000, that's a lot of commission.
I know. That's why I'm like, dude, I need my money.
No, it is. That's a lot of people, Marissa. You need to get your money for that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Is your broker trying to get you paid or what?
They're trying to. So I don't know what he said on Thursday. I think he went and talked to him on Thursday. So hopefully they can get it done. Because the corporate office, like, Moody is horrible. They just keep on sending it back to him. I'm like, well, he's not doing anything about it. So why do you keep on referring it back to him?
Yeah, video helps a lot with my communication. Sometimes I'll do like a general video, like selfie style, kind of explain the situation with the leases. And when I email over video links, the communication seems to work better for me that way. I like video with a lot of things I do in business.
Marissa, though, what was the best price that you got at Village at Bel Air? Because I've done about 3 leases there, and you know what? Like, you have to know this place because people just end up signing here, and it looks like it's the same as the Village at Bel Air. What were you able to get your clients in at?
Are you saying like the cheapest price?
Yeah, and you said this was at the Village at Bel Air?
Correct. That one. Yeah.
I think the
What are they
cheapest
starting
one,
at?
because I don't really know the cheapest price. I have to look on my system, but I think like 980 something. That's when they were having a
See, a
special.
good agent knows about this type of place. Like a good agent knows about Village at Bel Air, the Carlton, like, and they actually push it. Like you have to know these are like what I call like a sleeper because they're so cheap and they're inner loop, right? It's like
Right.
you have to know this shit
Right. And
because
Yeah,
they're
if
nice. They have private yards. They're offering
sheesh,
1 month for free, 1 month special for free,
what I'm
and
talking about.
they're remodeled. They're literally
Uh
like
huh.
5 minutes from the Galleria. It's super nice over there.
They have like a shitload of units. They have like 37 units available right now. That
They
is
do.
crazy.
They do. They do. They have a lot of availability at the
Well,
moment.
I love that you're sending this option and that you're pushing it instead of pushing like Mark 31 or like some basic ass option that's like not gonna work, right? Because like some agents like keep pushing like new stuff, and it's like, dude, like it's not gonna work. You have to know the cheap shit because at the end of the day, I believe that most people want the best deal. And like Mark isn't good. Broadstone Timber Grove, that is long gone. That's no longer like a hot deal. Like it's not as hot as it was when it first opened. So like once there's no more like new stuff, now you have to really rely on your market knowledge and like
Yep.
remember about Carlton or Village at Bel Air or Haven at Maine or just these like random ones that I guess you eventually learn about them after years in the business. How did you learn about this one here?
my Instagram.
Your
Wow.
Instagram.
Yeah, they send me a message on Instagram. So I actually get a
Oh, love that.
that send me messages on Instagram. And I'm always like, well, can I market your property then? And they
Right.
always yes, so I'm like, well, why not? If it's
Good.
a good deal.
Yeah, with the Village at Bel Air, what we love about that one, Marissa, is that the manager that took over, last year, he contacted us. He's like, "Oh my God, I have a bunch of available units. I'll work with you guys. I'll work with low credit. I'll work with a
Wow.
broken lease under 1 year. Send them over. We'll pay you 100%."
Yeah,
So
he
that's what we did. We
broken,
got busy doing that.
broken leases. He changed it to 7 years now.
Huh.
So
Yeah,
just
it used to
FYI.
be under 1 year when he contacted us. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
right.
said he got in trouble for doing that. So,
I'm sure he did.
so he changed that one. But hey, we got a whole bunch of clients in the
We got a
meantime.
whole bunch of people in there. Absolutely.
You guys got paid out. Well, but now, are they a problem by getting paid? Because that's sort of the other issue, right? Because this business is about cash flow and revenue, really. So, what's your experience? You're not getting paid by them. That they're dodging you, or was there
So
an issue about like the legitimacy of your leases, or they're just being bad at paying?
no, I think if you have like 1 or 2 leases over there, then you should be fine. But I
Right,
still
right,
have like 20 outstanding bills. That's why he's not paying.
right, right.
So
You might want to
Yeah,
maybe give
yeah,
an
that's weird.
option. One time I had a lot of leases outstanding. I was getting pushback on the payment. And sometimes, if you send an email and just outline to them, hey, we understand your accounts payable might be really tight right now. And you can let them know, like, we'll be willing to accept half the commission owed within the first month and then the other half within the second month. And I think when they see you're trying to work with them, then they'll pay out quicker.
yeah, that's why I was asking my broker if he could just let them know, like we can do 4 payments a month or something like that. But just nothing is not okay
Exactly.
because I still have some
Mhm.
from October, November that are still outstanding.
Oh,
Jeez,
that's bad, girl. That's a long time ago.
Exactly. I'm like, I
bruh.
got bills.
Okay. But you know what? I mean, it seems like you're a closer. I mean, that's a lot of deals. So
Hmm.
you did what, 20 plus last month? Like those 15 in 1 month?
Those were in March. In
Wow.
April, I still had some trinkle over from those clients.
Mm.
I just have 2 still from this month, but they're at a different property. So yeah, it's just a trinkle effect of all those clients.
Wow.
Right.
Can you hear us, Daniela?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What's up?
I'm just listening just because, I mean, you guys have years on your belt and, like, all this information. It's, like, really refreshing to hear.
That's awesome. Yeah. If you have any
Mm-hmm.
questions at all, shoot them our way. We'll discuss it.
Not much. I think I would definitely want to get to know Kessia with all these, like, low-end properties and, like, knowing, like, where to send them to.
Girl, hit me up anytime you want to on Facebook or Instagram. I'm always available.
But I'm glad you brought up like the whole IT number thing, because like obviously like my parents are immigrants, and I don't know why I didn't remember this, but like we were able to list an apartment back when we were young, when I was younger, having
Hey,
that.
so am I. I'm an immigrant as well, so I relate to that. I try to help as much as I can. You know what I
Awesome.
mean? So I
Especially,
absolutely, yeah. So I understand. But I feel bad when I cannot actually approve them.
Right.
hmm
But I always ask them, do you have a bank account? Because if they do have a bank account that they do deposit into regularly, most likely we can find them a place.
yeah, for sure. So it's just
Yeah.
about knowing those properties and like stuff like
Right.
that. You just got to know like the cheap ones and the ones,
Right.
the gems out there.
Marissa, I have a question, right? So you did looks like you're doing a lot of deals and you're self generating all of your leads.
All right.
Yes.
What is the source of this like motivation? Because what you're doing reminds me a lot of what I did in the beginning, which is everything, right? The marketing, the lead gen, the closing, the billing. Do you handle your own like your invoices and stuff?
Oh no, I don't handle my own invoicing. Our broker, he does all the invoicing, but I do
Yep.
all my marketing.
What is your mindset like? Like, do you have a defined goal for this year for your income? Because usually people who perform at your level are pretty focused. Like,
Well,
what are you doing?
I'm trying to make six figures so I can pay
Hey,
off my student loans. So that's been more so my
all right.
focus.
Student
Like,
loans.
yeah,
Okay, so there's like a fire under your ass, which is the pressure of your loans.
exactly. And then I pay all my bills, so it's not like I have anybody else to pay them for me. So
Hmm.
I like to have a and I have a master's degree. So I'm like, I didn't do all this work to be broke.
And you turn to
Right.
locating for the
Right.
solution. I love that. Awesome story.
Yeah, 'cause I just like the freedom of it. I like to be able to
That's,
travel because I love traveling. So this is like the
that is
perfect
so
job
huge. The
for
traveling
it
aspect with locating. Yep, absolutely.
because you can really do it from
100%.
anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. I mean, yeah, if you want to make six figs, you can do it in this business for sure. I mean, I've been doing that shit for the past years. Like, it's not hard, especially if you have that lead gen that you're getting now. Just keep doing that. Keep posting those awesome deals. I actually just followed your Instagram page, so you've got me there.
Follow you back.
That is so cool. Yeah, and yeah, it sounds like you're working pretty much 25 hours a day, right?
No, I really could be working more hours. I'm actually going to be moving to Houston in September, so I can actually do more because
Oh wow.
most of my clients are
Wow.
from Houston, but I live in San Antonio. So it's going to be
Oh.
a lot easier to be able to go up there, maybe escort some clients and get some more marketing done, which is kind of hard to do in San Antonio if I can't like tour as much.
Oh wow, you're doing a great job from being remote. That's incredible. What brings you towards the Houston market, and what deters you from the San Antonio one? Because I don't think agents realize how blessed we are to be in Houston. Like this is one of the number one, if not number one, for this business.
So, Marissa, are you moving to Houston, Marissa?
Yeah, I'm moving in September
Oh my God. Where in Houston are you moving to?
to the Heights.
Oh my God. That's good. That's great.
I know.
Are you moving into an apartment?
Yes, and they're actually, she was like, just go ahead and put your name down because this is a new one being built over there. And she's like, I'll give you commission for it. So I was like,
Yeah, girl, definitely get your commission on your own apartment. I've been
Yep,
there a
I
couple
used
of
to do that a
times.
lot
It's pretty
too.
good.
Yep, free for another month rent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when you apply for your apartment, list Spencer Moore as your referral, and I'll give you a $200. I'm just kidding. I'll give you a rebate, bro. You whatever it takes, bro.
Thanks.
You have to go hard, man.
that was a
Like,
good.
Wait, what property are you moving to?
I mean, I can't tell my property here, but I'll tell y'all. If y'all come and stalk me, I know who it
He's
is.
like, I don't want any stalkers. I'm not telling you where I live.
It's
oh,
not open yet.
Oh, they're still working on that.
Yeah, they don't start leasing. Well, they lease now because I got my unit, but they don't start moving people in until July.
that's cool. That's on like Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's so cool. You got a good deal on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, just regular, the pricing of the apartment, but it's going to be super cool. So maybe people can market over there. Y'all have a heads up.
yeah,
So
it looks cool.
the highest floor, so the seventh floor is going to have like the rooftop pool. You can see downtown. It'll have a jumbotron movie theater area with like 3 rows of stadium seating, a dog park, the gym. The second floor is like the hangout lounge area, business center. The first floor is retail
Oh,
shopping, food restaurants. Across the street is the FM restaurant.
Wow.
So it's a cool little spot. I think it's
Man,
a great way to get some clients in. She's looking for some people to help
pull it
market
up on the internet. This place looks really cool. It's like zero carpet. It's going to be all wood floors.
Yeah, that's what I like because I just don't
This
like
is
apartment
cool.
units.
Love that. Love that.
So once it
Love
opens,
that.
I'll definitely be touring. And I mean, I know how my unit looks, but I don't know how the other ones will look yet. Have y'all been having issues with
Oh,
Craigslist still?
Girl, don't even get me started
People
on don't
were-
even get me going on Craigslist has been flagging my stuff for like 3 months. Everything I post after midnight, every single post gets flagged. Every night.
Nah, that's what I'm seeing. Like in San Antonio, it won't flag it, but Houston, I feel like there's something up with Houston. That's why I've been kind of like staying away from other Houston locators, honestly, because all my stuff gets banned on Craigslist. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's actually
Craigslist.
Craigslist doing it or if it's us. Because I've gotten like 3 or 4 text messages from a number saying, "If you pay me, I will flag your competitors' ads."
That is a
What?
Yes,
Toxic.
yeah, I get text messages, and I say, you know what? No, thank you. I would never do that. So I don't know if it's somebody
I
paying to get
split
us flagged or if it's actually
it's
Craigslist. But
Craigslist.
there's
Their
something
auto.
going on.
Oh, I know. So I've split tested that.
New things appear.
Yeah. I even have the auto flagging software. It's useless. It doesn't work.
So why would somebody text me 3-4 times in the past 6 months to ask me if I want to pay them to flag my competitors' ads?
Dude, that's savage.
It is savage, absolutely.
Yeah, holy crap.
It is savage because that's my
my
bread
auto
and butter
poster
is Craigslist.
for the longest.
Damn.
Pierre, are you doing
Houston and San Antonio
when you do Craigslist?
and Dallas and Austin. Yeah.
Maybe.
And Marissa, is most of your business through Craigslist too?
No, because I keep on flagging everything, and I honestly, anytime I really get Craigslist people, they're always like weird, or can I take you on a date? Like weird stuff. So I just get most of my
Really?
When I do Craigslist differently. I drop my sales funnel link or my website link on the actual ad and just hope that they click through there. That's my tactic on that. Yeah, I just like it when they go through my sales funnel. And my systems talk to them, and it's not like they're not just calling you right out, a cold call right away.
Wow. We have Holly who just joined, and then Brianna. Pierre, did you want to go through your questions? And we can invite
is there a way to do a text
I guess
chat
once
on
we get
here?
a little bit more into it.
So I can paste it?
No.
I'm going to text you right now. Let's see.
I don't think so.
Just shot you a text of some stuff, some topics. Can you allow other people to speak in here, Spencer?
Yeah. Let's bring in Brianna because she. I think I saw Tessia, and I think y'all are like friends. That's your daughter. Oh snap! No way.
Yeah,
Dude.
she just started doing this last year, and she's actually better than me at this. To be honest,
Let's
she went viral on TikTok. She went viral on TikTok, over 1 million views or whatever.
Sheesh.
Imagine if you had oh, that's freaking awesome. Put your website on your bio. That'd been sweet.
I know that girl went viral. Oh, she's leasing with Bree.
Oh, I follow her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's on there.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, leasing with Bree. That's so dope. Oh,
yeah, wait. She went viral. She got tons of leases that way.
I can't hear
her. She hasn't joined yet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she might be having problems.
I just sent her an invite to speak. Would love to hear about her success on TikTok. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, there's money on the floor, dude. Like,
there is. Absolutely.
You just gotta scoop that shit up. Yeah, it's work, but also like, we're not doing like hard construction labor.
Right.
That would be a toxic job. But this is freaking easy.
Invite some peeps.
I sent. Yeah.
So are you guys mostly like remote, Spencer and Pierre? Do you guys mostly do everything that you do remotely?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Okay.
I would disagree. I would tour all my clients. You see how sharp I look in my suit here? I would show up looking like that every damn day, bro.
So you try to do escort
all day long. Pull up in my entry level BMW car.
Heck yeah.
Decent 20i.
So you do that? You be doing that pre-COVID, or are you still doing it now?
Well, my agent's do sales now, but when this was definitely pre-COVID. But yeah, I mean, COVID's gone, man. It's long gone. Let's
Right.
forget
It
about
is.
it.
It is. Absolutely. It's getting
Show
much
up.
better. Absolutely.
You
Yep.
got to show up, man. Be because if you and I are working a client, right, and you're just doing the email, and I show up looking sharp, they're gonna work with me, dogs. I just stole your freaking deal.
Yeah, but so the thing is that your clients are qualified. Your clients have good credit.
True that. True that. I wouldn't show up for some whack.
Right. You're not gonna be showing up for no broken lease felony people.
Nah, man. You got to get trapped if you're gonna tour them.
Right. So
Wear
you
a vest,
got qualified. Absolutely.
not a suit.
Right.
So where do you get most of your qualified higher end people from?
Me, just through my brand. I built a pretty cool brand over the past whatever years it's been. Maybe 2016, 2015, and just being this for 5 years, you get really good at it.
Yeah, most of my stuff comes from paid Facebook and Google right now to my website, and then I really try to focus on working remote. However, when you do escort, you just can close at a higher rate. I see. There's no argument on that. But I would rather the quantity.
Oh, like a closing rate. Yeah, your closing rate probably does go up. But yeah, I mean, I have all my calendar tours like saved. Dude, I tour 3 different people in one day. Like, that's how you know that you're making money, is when you're booking tours and you're meeting them, and then they show up with their girlfriend, or they show up with like their parents, and you're like, this is a done deal. My name is listed. I just met the leasing agent. I put my hand in their hand, and I'm going to close this shit. And sending's great for like volume, but you have to know there's a level of uncertainty with that. But whatever you can do, whatever works. But if you're not doing those 15 deals, try something else,
Right.
because you got to 15 minimum.
Right.
Bro.
Right.
Yeah, I think starting with escort is always a way, especially initially, and it just works really forever. But I like to focus on volume instead and then work send. I'd rather have a lot of volume than have to escort.
I like the volume too, and my favorite thing for volume was rebates. Bro, list my name for a rebate. Who else does some rebate action?
Oh my God, we do the rebates, but please understand, we do a lot of low credit felonies, broken lease,
Yeah.
and they harass us like 2 times a week. Where's my money? Where's my money?
My God.
So
Yeah.
I get very bitter. I get very bitter. Like, why do I have to pay you money to help you with your issue? So
Yeah.
if it was people that were qualified, 15, 1600 for 1 bedroom, I would have no problem. But some of these people that we deal with, I get very bitter with the whole rebate situation, to be honest.
Yeah, but on a month, I'll probably maybe do 10 or 20% rebates to my clients, but I let them know it's a month after they move.
Right, after they pay, absolutely.
100%.
I was just talking about this with one of my colleagues this past weekend, and I think what we need to start saying, like, because I know some properties, like, let's say they're leasing $1,000 apartment, and then they pay like 50%. Like, if you split that 50-50, you're basically left with like $250.
Right.
So, like, what I was telling my colleague, we need to start saying, like, we will give you a rebate on selected properties, the same way that apartments say selected units get a special. Well, selected properties get the rebate.
Don't
Right,
worry. So Daniela is one of the agents at my firm, and we have, dude, our new website is going to be fucking crazy, dude. Like, seriously, insane. Like, take the best website on the game right now and just forget about it, because ours is gonna look so clean.
What's your competitive advantage on that?
Right. It's I don't want to say it right now, but you'll notice that we're going to have like actual listings on our site, which no one really has that, because we were just built very intelligently from the ground up. And so everything, I'm like, people will be able to shop on our page. It's not just going to be like a form.
Do you know how you link that up? Is it through API? Is it through just manual? You reach out to the properties first?
I have to ask my developer. He's the dude who's like championing this thing. Like, I that's not my brain or my skill set, but it's probably more like yours. Like, you probably know more about the stuff than I do, but we definitely have an advantage.
I don't mind doing that. If I get paid 100% on 12, 13, 1400, I don't mind doing it. I really don't. I think the main question we make is, you guys have been like doing this. You guys are really good with marketing and everything. So like Marissa and me and Brianna and things like that, we might, we work with a lot of second chance, low credit people. So the question might be, where do we search for the good people, the good qualified leads? Like we do Facebook Marketplace and things like that. But in my experience, the Facebook people usually are working with other locators by the time they come.
You know what? I spend $0 on ads, so I can't
I spend
answer
thousands
the
on
question.
ads. I see that more qualified clients will come from a paid ad approach, the way you position your video ad. And then the big key is just to get them through your qualifying system through your website. And then you just, at that point, you would cherry pick the quality. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've had a lot of success with return clients, people that have come back to me after 2-3 years and referred clients and things like that. That's my best people that have paid my bills this past year.
That's good.
People that have come back after oh, I'm moving again. Can you help me again? Oh, I'm sending you my friend, my sister, my cousin. Can you help her? Those have been like the best people for me.
Exactly. The return clients for sure. Yeah, I think with new clients and bringing in new leads, I really, really do like the paid approach.
How does a paid approach work? Because like I said, we don't spend any money on ads. I think that is giving us a huge competitive advantage because there's revenue left to grow the infrastructure to make it a better machine. And if I was spending the amount of money that these big companies spent on ads, we would be effed, right? Because I mean, I'd be needing loans, man. That's a whole different thing. But we're built so lean and so mean, and our brand has been around for so long. What do you like about spending the money on ads? Like, eventually we may have to get there. And a good brand is going to help convert more of those ads. But I mean, what's your experience with spending money on ads?
That's the one word answer to that. It's reach. Yeah, you can't get the reach without paid ads, period. If you're doing only organic, you will scale slower. Yeah, you might be able to provide leads and close very well for a 20-agent brokerage firm. But I truly believe that if you want to scale the firm, scale the agents, and scale, you're going to have to get that by reach. And it only comes through paid ads, really, with Facebook and Google being the main ones that I've tested.
Wow. Really? So reach. And you're spending $1,000 on ads every month.
Yeah.
Or you said thousands?
Yeah.
And with that ad spend, you're noticing that profits are still pretty healthy?
So about 8,000. Yeah, the biggest month I did for a personal locator was 8,000 in ads. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
for
8,000 in ads. You'll get, it's the cost per lead you pay attention to that's very low. And then what you do is you're not working all leads that $8,000 a month will bring. That's impossible. You cherry pick them. You're left with nothing but high quality clients that have been pre-qualified. And so then, So then if you're doing 20 or 30 leases, 8,000 a month doesn't matter.
Right. Who gives a shit? Now that was that on Facebook, Google, or both? Just across the
targeted
board?
Facebook ads and traditional Google ads. So not YouTube, not anything else. Traditional Google sponsored Facebook ads. Yep.
FB, that's fucking nuts. But that's awesome, because I mean, you only need to close 8 deals to bring that back, and if you're getting that volume with $8,000
you'll
a month
do 20 or 30
easier
because now you have $8,000 of clients that you could cherry pick through. That's the biggest.
And what do you do with those leftover leads? Because I'm sure you have a shit ton of leads that you can.
Yeah, timing is really important as well. So after a certain amount of time, you can't really reach out to them. They already leased an apartment.
So true, bro. Speed to freaking lead, bro. They're like coupons. They expire in
what does?
2 days. Leads, like what you said, like if you don't touch them for a while, leads will expire. Like you have 2 to 3 days to really
when you have the
get
reach
them
though from paid
on
ads,
your side.
I find the cap is about 30 days. Yeah.
Oh shit. Ray is in here. Ray is an agent who works with me, and she's a freaking savage, bro. You would love her. What's up, Ray?
Hi. How are y'all?
We're chilling, man. We were talking. We've had some people in and out. It's interesting. Oh, you missed. Man, we had this lady. Kessia. Oh man, dude, she knows her shit when it comes to that second chance, broken leases. I took some really good notes, and Pierre's recording it, but dude, yeah, because I know we sometimes get those leads, and we got to do something.
For sure. No
She was
stuff
saying
like
that finger
I feel
companies
bad. Yeah.
are good.
Yeah. I hate that I don't ever have the knowledge base for those types of leads, so hoping to grow that experience to help them out would be important, or
What's
just
the
having the
biggest
agents that
struggle with
can
a hard lead to
is
work
important to
for
have.
you?
Well, I guess it's like whenever they're a client that has maybe a broken lease or eviction, felony or misdemeanor, I just don't have any knowledge as to like where they can really go and truly be accepted. Like, yes, I can look it up. They're smart, but smart apartment data isn't always 100% accurate, because it's always going to depend on multiple different factors. So then, like, I don't have enough of the knowledge to know, okay, we're considering your situation. This is who's going to accept you, and this is who's going to work with you. And it's just not something I've really had time to develop in because, where we're at right now, we're just taking on so many leads. I just don't have time to really
Yeah,
nurture
I
too
find
many of
myself
those
referring
special
off the
cases.
problematic leads a lot to agents that seem to really specialize it. When I see agents that do a lot of second chance and problematic leads, they seem to really, really understand that little niche a lot more than I would. So I find myself referring a lot of those problematic leads off and then just cherry picking high quality for myself.
That might be the best move for sure. I need to start doing that more. So I think I feel bad at first, but then I just start to realize I can't take them on too
Yeah,
much.
pass
So
them off to the new agent that we hired, Miss Marissa
yeah,
Garza.
definitely.
I think she's on. Brent, are you on?
Did you give her permission? That's her.
She was having problems with her audio.
Yeah, Ray actually used to work in credit repair, right?
Yeah, definitely. And like I've seen that where, so if I get a client that she says that she has poor credit, I just usually ask her the basic questions like, do you have any eviction? Is that due to a
Right.
broken lease? Do you have any housing debt that is an issue? When they say no, I'm like, okay, you're most likely going to be fine.
Right.
Of course, I'll
Absolutely.
ask them I'll ask them like, hey, where is your score? Is it completely poor? Like, do you have way too much? Because also one of the big things that hurts you is if you have any recent late payments. That's why they can be denied, because if they're seeing that you're actively late on payments recently, then that's why apartments are like, wait, you're a risk. I don't know if I want to, if we want to take you on as a tenant, because if you're late there, how do we know you're not going to be late on your rent?
Right. So in my experience, like
Yeah.
Gray Star, they approve on credit, right? So if you have if your credit sucks, don't go to Gray Star. They're not going to approve you. You know what I mean? So you would have to go to one of the other smaller management companies or finger companies, because they're Houston based and they are case by case. So if your income is good, they truly and honestly, I can tell you, they do not care if your credit is 300. They will take you.
Dang.
For
You
real,
know
they
what
will
That's
is
take
wild.
good?
you.
Their Yorktown one.
9900
That's good to know.
Memorial, Yorktown, all of those. But the only thing about those, they're kind of older, so they tend to not have washer dryer. So a lot of people want washer dryer.
Right.
So that's not a good fit for somebody that wants washer dryer. Greenwich Place is a good fit because they have washer dryer in some of the units, and they will work with them, and the prices are good.
Okay.
I'm taking notes, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
what?
I'm taking notes. You know all these awesome freaking deals.
Has anyone else used ManyChat for their pre-qual? Because I do that a lot.
Oh my God, Pierre! I'm paying for ManyChat, Pierre. I love it.
No,
Oh,
what is that?
awesome.
Now I need coaching on Instagram because they're new on Instagram now, right? So I don't know how to set it up on Instagram.
Yeah, you would copy your ManyChat URL link, messenger ref URL. I like ManyChat because you can pre-qual them, and when you run paid Facebook ads, if you run a paid Facebook ads to ManyChat, it's still within Facebook, so the paid ads are cheaper. I found.
That's
Oh
like
yeah, I
the
swear
auto chat
by
thing.
ManyChat. I love ManyChat. I have it on Facebook and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I use. You'll find in all of my business, I try to use automations and things. That's my biggest focus is digital marketing. But I really like ManyChat because it links up to your Facebook business page, and when you run paid ads and you're not moving them to an outside website, and they're just communicating with your Facebook page via ManyChat, it's cheaper, and then you can pre-qual them.
ManyChat is like a bot.
It's the most popular Facebook Messenger bot that you can link up to your Facebook business page, run cheaper Facebook ads, and then effectively pre-qualify all of them and then push them to a Google Sheet and then cherry pick the way I do.
That is dope. Right, Marissa seems to be a freaking closer too. She closed like 20 deals last month, and she's doing a shit ton of leases at the Village at Bel Air.
Yeah, I mean, I
Ever
know
heard of
she
it?
used to work in that area, so she's very familiar with like who is good in the area. I was talking to her, and she was telling me a little bit about Fingers, how they're very like accepting of like certain scenarios, as well as like Greystar actually accepting broken leases if they're recent and not showing up on your credit. So I mean, she knows what she's talking about for sure, and that's what definitely what's going to help her close her deals. At the end of the day, it's all about that knowledge base.
But honestly, if you're closing a lot of the higher end deals, I would say take those. Like Cassia
Oh
said,
yeah,
I love the second chance people, but they will give you a little headache sometimes because
They
they'll have
do. They do. It's challenging.
worse
Absolutely.
stuff, but they want
Absolutely.
like to live in the best places. So, I mean, I love them. They pay you, but they can be a challenge sometimes for sure.
Absolutely. The things they say
I
to us, and it's like we have to
yeah.
pretend we didn't hear it.
I know.
I mean, the moment I get a client, if they have a low budget but they're expecting like something that's very beyond their means, that's when I'm like, okay, you're not being realistic. Versus you have some clients that, you know, they might have some situations that are a little tough, but they're realistic. Like, okay, I know I can't get washer and dryer in unit. I know it's going to have to be outside of the loop. Like, that's okay. Those
Exactly.
are usually the clients like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try and work with you
And
because
they'll
you're
be
actually
loyal. They'll
realistic.
put your name down. The unrealistic
Yeah.
people, in my experience, they just a lot of times they just don't work out. They have low credit. They have a broken lease, but they want to have
Mhm.
luxury. I want an island kitchen. I want wood floors. I want to pay. I want inside
One
the
bedroom
loop. I want
for
to
a
be under
thousand.
900. I want. It's like I want a moving special. It's like
Oh, yeah.
what?
Yeah.
We get a lot of those people, and we try. I know Marissa tries. I try. Brianna tries. We do our best,
Hmm.
but 80% of the times it just doesn't work out because they're not realistic about their
Yeah,
situation.
exactly.
Does anyone work with Zumper?
I have Sumper, but I hate Sumper.
I cannot get those people. I'm trying to.
they're like, I didn't send a message. I didn't ask for any information.
I know. I've been looking for someone who's good at the Zumper leads, and I cannot find
I
anyone.
No,
used to post, but those leads were always kind of weird.
they're very weird. I leave me with Facebook, Instagram, Craigslist. I'm good with that. Sumper is just like no.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
gave
think
up.
they see the listing and they click interested, and then we get the message, and they forgot they clicked
Yeah, that's
interested.
why I drop my website link on platforms like that and try to not put my phone number down, so that way they have like no choice but to hopefully click on my website.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's the way. That's the way to approach Zumper.
Very nice,
You see, Brianna, are you on here, Brianna?
bro. Yeah, I want to talk to her. You said that she's killing it too.
Oh, she's killing it on TikTok. That girl went viral.
She's getting like hella leads that are converting.
Yes, absolutely. She converted a lot of leads from
Can you hear me?
TikTok.
Oh, yo,
Hey,
yes, we sure can.
Okay, great. I was having some issues with the with this app. This is my first time
me
using it.
too.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, this is not a bad app. So how was your experience with TikTok? How many deals did you close last month?
Yeah, so with TikTok, I'm super new. I just got my license like in November. And then like a week after I started, I got TikTok, I downloaded it, and then I posted a video and it went viral. I got like 1 million+ views on it. It
What
was
what
hmm?
what deal did you post that got that much attention?
Mainly from what I got, it was just a following from it. I didn't close that many because a lot of the people that you're going to get off TikTok are people that are just browsing or they're trying to relocate to Houston, but they're not serious about it.
Whack leads, like lame,
Right.
terrible, whack, unqualified, horrible. But you get
They
a lot of
weren't,
volume.
the leads were not good off of TikTok, but I did get about 1,100 followers on Instagram from that. And then I got like, I think 22,000 on TikTok.
Dude, nice.
So I gained, I was able to gain a following from that, when I first started. So that was helpful. But honestly, the leads are not good from there.
They are not. They're unserious. They're not even from
Right.
here. They're just like kids from like Georgia who want to like move down here, or like from
Exactly.
Chicago. And it's like, dude,
That's what
I
I get a
don't
lot
want to
of.
put those guys in my pipeline. But what the post that went viral, was it like a $900 apartment or was it like a penthouse?
It wasn't a penthouse. It was the Catalyst. It was a high-rise apartment that went viral.
Dude,
And I
everyone
think
who's
it
on
wasn't
TikTok
crazy
has at
cheap. I
least
think it
one.
was $1,300 a month actually, but for some reason that one
Did you?
just went viral. I'll follow you on there. I think I've seen you.
But dude, like everyone that I know who has a TikTok is getting a million hits, like
Mm-hmm.
regardless. So it's not bad, but
No, it's good
I
to
don't
get a
know if it's for
following on
everybody.
to help like build your platform, and if you want to get followers on Instagram, on your Facebook page, it's good for that.
It's just awesome
Love
on
it, man.
there.
Love that.
Absolutely. I think the important thing is just get them pre-qualified, through a website link or something.
Right, and I heard Marissa, excuse me. She was talking about Village at Belair earlier, and I have the
Yeah.
exact same problem. I had 2 leases from December, and I've never gotten paid on
Gotten
them.
paid?
Yeah, never. The
Who
same
manages
problem.
them?
I think it's Moody, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you sent a demand letter yet? And then just sue them.
See, I haven't yet, just because I know there's other agents in the office, and I don't want to like mess up everybody's flow. So I think he's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with.
Have
He
your
told me that
broker
he was
send.
supposed to be talking to them, I think,
Here's a
last week,
move.
but I don't know
You
what
write
happened.
out a script politely asking for your commission, go to fiverr.com, pay someone professional to do it on video, email them the video. It'll work. So, you write up
Wait,
a
what
script
does the video
on
do?
how you're politely asking for your commission, right? You go, "Hi, this is from brokerage firm, blah, blah, blah. We really appreciate your property. We've got these outstanding invoices. You can say, I know your accounts payable department might be tight, so we're willing to take commissions over a 2-month split." So you write all that down in a script. Then, if you don't like to go on video, you can go to fiverr.com, pay someone like a spokesperson to do that video super professionally. Then you take the link and you email them the link. Then they'll pay. It works.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Video works so great
That's
for me.
cool. If it works, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
can
see it.
pretend
They
like
see a
the
face in a video with your email, then they'll take you more seriously. And I know some people don't like to get on camera. That's why I like jumping on Fiverr for a lot of stuff I do in business. If I don't want to be on camera,
Dude, hire like an actor to like cry on camera
yeah,
for your commissions. It's been 2 months.
yeah,
And then they're like crying, like the makeup. They're, oh my
put
god,
some sad music in the background,
whatever it's episode.
and send it over
Dude,
for
that's
sure.
awesome. I pay $5 just to watch that.
A question for you, Spencer. When you have your new website up, are you going to block the names of the properties and have them just book after seeing pictures, or are you going to?
I'm thinking we might do that. Yeah,
I see.
publicly. Yeah, we'll probably hide it, which I don't normally love, but we're doing it in a very nice way, so
Awesome.
it
I
doesn't
think that's
seem
important.
like they're getting gypped. And because I know a lot of companies that will be like, use code AD5082, and it's just like, that's not smooth. But
Yeah, I feel like the
ours
problem is
a little bit
if it's
smoother
too
than
secretive, they're going to just open up another tab and go to apartments.com. So you don't want to, yeah, yeah.
exactly. But you said that you give out
always.
the apartment name.
But then again,
I think it builds
that's the
trust.
thing with me. I'm all about
Yeah.
the reach. I would rather have volume on all aspects of business, rather than a high converting, low volume approach. That's just what I've learned with paid ads mainly.
Gotcha. Yeah, because on my blog, which I still have it, I always list the apartment name. It's good for
Yeah,
SEO.
it'll be good to split test both.
Huh. We will try both.
Well, I remember for a while there, Spencer, on Instagram, we were sharing the names for a bit. I don't even know how long. It was maybe up to a month
Not
that
smart
we did.
idea.
I wasn't sure if you noticed that it was beneficial or not, but I guess that's a no.
Yeah, no, man.
I mean, clearly, I think it's always for the best. It's how you're going to get the clients to talk to their agent, for one, because they're always just going to be commenting for information. They can just go tour and apply without even mentioning us.
At the end of the day, yeah, like I'm running a business, and the business model, like what determines if 90% of businesses, if they will succeed or fail, is their business model. So if your business model is giving away the name, that's going to be the determining factor if you win or lose. And I can tell you right now, you're not going to make a lot of money if you're doing that, because that's just the wrong business model, because you need those contacts. You need those leads.
they need to have a reason to reach out to you.
Yeah, I mean that again, that's just how we're built. So
Right.
they can list the name, but for our business model, listing the name simply wouldn't keep us in business for much longer. So,
I mean, at this point,
you know,
apartments.com is not much of a concern. It's apartmentlist.com that is the most scary like competition out there, because of the fact that the moment they sign up, their name is basically sent to pretty much every apartment that fits their criteria.
Oh, have you gone through it yourself?
Yeah, I had done it just to see like what it's about, and that's what happened is they basically send your information to every single property. And that's why whenever they end up going through an elevator, they're like, oh no, like apartment list already has them registered.
Yeah,
So this
spam the
doesn't even
shit out
count at
of
all.
your email.
And it just kind of bites you in the butt, even though you might not see it, because I would just get emails like, oh, hey, check out these apartments that fit your criteria. But I wouldn't even check them out. I wouldn't even read it. I wouldn't even see what they're actually recommending to me.
I swear they emailed me at least 200 times within a week.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
they
had to
blew up my
unsubscribe.
email. Like that was so bad. Like, I mean, but that's why they're killing it, because they're like so insane with their emailing. But yeah, if you sign up through them with your normal email, you're crucified. Like, because they send it to every single apartment that your criteria like matches up with, which is like 300 apartments. Yeah, it's insane.
They're prioritizing reach. Exactly. Yep.
All right, Pierre, it's 8:00. Shall we?
Yeah, you got it, man. I've recorded all the audio here as well, so I'll get it edited. And I'll send it over to you after it's edited.
We'll have to do this again. You know, I know in the beginning there were some issues, but this turned out great. I love how easy it is to just communicate with people from like different brands and different skill sets and everything.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Marissa.
Yeah, thank
Thanks.